Oh, hello. Let's get after it. 18 by 24. Liquid white. Gonna do a fall scene. Bunch of colors. Not going through it. Too lazy today. Just figure it out. Let's get after it. Cad yellow. A little bit. I don't know if I'm yelling. Kind of tired. I don't know if you saw the dog video. Great dog. But, you know, a lot of pee training and poop training. All right, enough of that disgustingness. Cad yellow, right in the center. X's. X's. Simple. You're gonna like this. I'm making this up as I go. This is gonna be a quick, easy painting. A caveman can do it. Apologize in advance to any cavemen or women. I believe this is yellow ochre. If it isn't, I don't even care. You know what? This is Indian yellow. See that? One more. Just X's. Just X's. So easy. X's. You know what? I messed up. I was supposed to put in, so I'll just go ahead and put in a little bit here and there. We'll get to that later. Next one. Now we get to the yellow ochre. See that? I'm learning. See, I don't even know the names of these paints. Told you I didn't know what I was doing. Yellow ochre. I didn't wash the brush once. Didn't wash the brush once. All right, little ochre down here. And what do we do in the water? Outside in. Unless we're doing it the different way we did it last week. See how confusing this can be? Alizarin crimson. I can't even say that. But that's good. Because that furthers my point that I have no idea what I'm doing. Alizarin crimson. We'll call it maroon. See that? It's called compromise. This is going to be the majority. We do the X's because it's easier to blend. That's it. Now, last color, we gotta, oops. We're gonna do crimson, Theta blue. More crimson than blue. We'll make a purple color. Savage Beast. That looks good. Looks Savage Beast. All right. In the corners. See that? Purple. See that? Purple. This is easy stuff, man. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm gonna try to do this fast and painless and get on with my day, which I suggest you guys do the same. I'll probably end up throwing this painting in the trash, to be perfectly honest with you. All right, that's enough paint. We're gonna put that down to conserve time. Now we're gonna remember the rules. I got a 2-inch. We're not gonna bring this dark paint in here. So we're gonna work out and blend. We'll clean a brush or grab a new one. I'll probably clean a brush and then we'll go on from there. Little X's. I take a little bit more care in this stage than I do with applying. Little X's. You're just getting out the brush strokes. You're going up and out. Trust me, you do not want to do it the other way. You will never watch my videos again. And I wouldn't blame you. All right, before I'm going to go back in there, what am I going to do? You guessed it. I'm going to use the extra paint to fill in this water. Look at that. That looks cool. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm just starting to get into this. I didn't even feel like painting when I started, but now I do. I like that. blend that. Just gonna blend this out so it's done. And I don't have to worry about it. And then what I'm gonna do is everyone's favorite. I'm gonna clean the brush. That looks really good. Like I mentioned, I hope you enjoyed my dog video. If you had seen it or saw it, who cares? There's no room for grammar while doing art. I'm gonna make sure this brush is really dry. I don't want any paint thinner. No room for grammar. Back, same deal. I'm gonna blend it one more time just to get off all the excess paint, and there's still some brush strokes. That's beautiful right there. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the blender brush because it's fun and useless, except for this step. Oof, that looks really good, guys. And all right, hit the, ooh. That looks fantastic. I think. I'm not even sure. I don't even care. Like I said, I don't care. Bushes and trees time, land mass, these are all the same. But they're different and they're fun. I mean, whatever. We're banging out paintings, people, in around an hour time with prep and cleanup, maybe 90 minutes if I'm clueless, which is probably 98% of the time. But we're just having fun. I got all this stuff, I might as well use it. Got nothing else to do. There's the 1-inch brush cleaned. One more. I'll clean the 2-inch. Have some fun. Get these cleaned. Get down to business. You know what I think I'm gonna do? Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of that hair. 1-inch brush, okay? Right into the black. Midnight Black is on this palette. If you were a little bit of blue, just to use it. A little bit more black. Now, there's always got to be depth. I know you probably don't get sick of hearing that because you love depth. But here we go. And these are going to be real light, real deep. Not a lot of detail. And you know what I'm going to do? Get a little bit more of this paint, a little bit more of that paint, and then I'm just going to keep trucking. It's like you almost can't even see them, they're so far back. I know these all look the same, and I'm sorry. But I'll get more ideas. This is really quick, just to honor my commitment to myself to try to get one of these out once a week. You're just using the corner of the brush and you're just tapping. Just more of the same routine, and we'll hit those, but it's fun because the sky's different and so on and so forth. Let's take a little bit of pride. And I guess these are different, these little breaks. Whatever. Enough excuses. All right. All right, that's good. We're gonna do some more of that. But I'm gonna do something else. I'm seeing something. Liner brush, paint thinner, more paint thinner. I'm gonna go on this blue and black mixture, more paint thinner. I want it super thin. See that? Like ink. See that? keep going. Had 5 deer that frequent my backyard in the wintertime and early fall. I mean spring, which is basically like an extension of winter where I live. And they came back the other day. I got a video of it. You know I'm throwing in a clip. You know I am. Big old thick mean tree. Bob always did happy trees. Those two are mean. Mean. Mean as can be. I'm telling you, stay away. They're gnarled and pissed off. Well, we all get a little gnarled and pissed off sometimes. All right, sweet. All right, that's it. If you don't like it, I don't care. Smash the dislike button. No one ever says that on YouTube. And you can unsubscribe too. Just kidding. Please don't do that. I'll be your best friend. All right, let's get rid of this liquidy paint because I don't want contamination. So what last thing we do is want unnecessary thin paint. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to still do this black and blue. And I'm going to really get this done. This is really going to be a simple painting. And I'm going to tap.
And I'm going to do it. I can normally do it. But these trees are going to be thin guys. Not big bushy ones. This needs to be a little darker. This guy's killer. It's my favorite part. Okay.
We don't want to leave this guy out. This one maybe I'll do sideways. Little sideways action, just tapping, same deal. A little bit more paint, and that's done. And then we ran out of black and blue. So we're forced to disregard it forever. Or at least till next week. I'm kind of, there you go. That's just a sideways deal. Looks great. Looks good enough to eat. That's it. I'm not even going to do any highlights on that. You know what I'm going to do though? Since this is going to be a simple painting for a simple man in a simple art studio, and I'm actually a simpleton. No, just kidding. I'm actually very intelligent. Just kidding. I was smart enough to build this easel and this palette customized for people with OCD. All right, enough of this nonsense. Waterline, just to define it, and then you know what we're doing. You know what we're going to do. Because this is my favorite part of the deal, and I think a lot of you would agree with me. Dry brush. And I kind of ruined that waterline, but I did that for my own benefit. So I knew what was going on. Oh man, this puppy's got me tired, but it's worth every bit of work because he's the best. And he'll get it. He'll get it. Maybe he's already getting it. It's just they have little bladders. You know? It's a whole new world to them. It's kind of cool. He's a good dog. I think people would probably rather watch him than this stupid shit. Excuse me. I wasn't supposed to cuss. I'm a little tired. Sorry. All right. Now,
I'm going to do some bushes and trees and do some fall-based highlights. That's all I can promise you. I got browns I'll mix together. I'll actually do that right now. I got some browns. I'm going to take the remainder of the black, the remainder of the blue, all the dark colors. The remainder of this purple, and a little bit of crimson. And I'm going to make a color for bushes and trees here. In the foreground, we call that.
oh no, I should face the camera, correct? See that? I like the scraping noises. Comment down below if you agree with me. See that? I'm getting good at this. I'm using the same brush I did the reflections with. This is a 1-inch brush special. I don't think, besides the liner and the palette knife, right off. So you don't want to slide. I'm getting bad at that. The sliding is a big no-no. But you can just tap back over it. And I'm going to make this really dark anyways. So we're gonna practice together on tapping straight in like you're throwing a dart. All right, a little more paint. Maybe this painting would be called Thunder Island. I don't know why thunder, but that's it. We're gonna just do a bunch of islands. A bunch of fall time islands. I love it. I love it. And we're just gonna use the same 1-inch brush because I'm lazy as can be today. I love that too. Love being lazy. I'm less intense. I'm sure those intense people out there can agree with me. I'm gonna make these a little darker. And still gonna keep these around 30 minutes. But lucky for you, I learned how to speed up time in the editing process so you don't have to go through all this if you don't, want to do it. You know what? Shoot. All right, I'm gonna use that paint load to darken these up, and then I'm gonna break my own rule because that's the most fun thing to do. A little bit more over here. Don't slide, tap. Okay, now I'm gonna leave that aside. I gotta use my favorite brush, the full round. Get back in this, get the rest of it, because I'm done. Dude, I can barely even talk, paint, think, breathe. If I stop breathing, call 911. Say Josh from the cake just went down.
I don't know if this makes any difference, but it's making a difference to me. But I love this brush. Alright. Alright, I'm done, man. Alright, here's the fun part. I got 5 colors I'm going to use. 5 color special. All the yellows. Whites and reds. I'm going to use this brush too. The full round, because I miss it. You know what I'm going to do too? See this? Just in the center island. Just going to brighten up these a little bit. I don't even know if this is even doing anything. I probably should use liquid white. Maybe I will when it dries. You never know what these things you can see. Just a little brighten that up. You can definitely see that. Maybe you don't. I do. Okay, cool. Now that's probably a big waste of about 80 seconds, but I don't care. For the betterment of all. We must.
Okay, first I'm gonna do crimson. This is gonna be really detailed because I gotta use this paint up. I'm gonna start the brights. It's like we do this every day, every time, but you know what? I don't care. All right, that's crimson over there. I really don't. I like doing it. And you should too. Or you can just watch me waste time. Sometimes people like doing that too. I wish I had a plan, but in order to do that, I'd probably have to paint a painting first, and I'm too cheap for that. So, here, let's do a little, pop a little in the water too. Might as well use up the paint, right? Okay. A little more. A little more. All right, that's good on that. Just gonna use a new brush, try to fire through this. Cad yellow, cad yellow, cad yellow. I don't know why I keep saying that. All right. More paint. More paint. Ooh, see that? My Indian yellow just jumped the shark. One level to the next. It's having trouble sticking, so least bit of paint thinner. Oh yeah. Won't have any trouble now. Won't have any trouble now. Yeah, so I told you about the dog, I told you about the deer. Just you're trying to keep the production value up so you don't have to look at me the whole time. And I hope I can figure out a way to censor that curse word. But if I don't, I'm sorry. I was really trying not to cuss. But remember, I'm a carpenter by trade, so it's no excuse, but it happens.
Alright, that's it for the yellow. I like how I'm using up the paint too. A little bit down there. Alright, next. You know what I'm gonna do? Oh! Security! I'm gonna break the handle on my filbert brush. Ah, see that? This is almost useless. But I'll mix it with this. Maybe I'll add a little white. See what happens when your paint jumps the shark? It gets black in it, and it changes the whole complex color. A little bit more white, because I know I'm not
going to use that white for anything else. And this paint should, ooh, actually, you know what? See that? I made like a freaky olive color. Freaky olive color. I'm going to bring it over here so you can see it better. Not bad. Happy accident number one. Right into this freaky olive color. This one won't have any problem sticking because it is liquidy. All right. Tapping away. Ooh, a little high spot. I'll work with that. I'll use that. Yep. Yep. I'm kind of digging this painting. Kinda. I like the islands, you know? Kind of a different approach. And we just got two more highlights left. So we want to save spot for the, I think that's yellow ochre, which I'm just going to add into this, mix it all up. What's the difference, right? Oof. These are just a mixture of mess. I call myself mess painting. I bet you like, this is like sloppy Sue. I don't even know what I'm just rambling. Someone call security. I promise you, I'm not drinking. I don't drink. But I remember when Ben Affleck did an interview, everyone thought he was hammered because he sounded like a maniac. So if I sound like a maniac like Ben Affleck, I apologize. And I apologize to Ben Affleck. That's not fair. Okay, I just realized this doesn't even look half bad. All right. I'm gonna, you know what, just use some of this paint. I'm gonna break my own rule. And just this center island is getting some color. Just because I'm cheap and I want to use this paint. But I'm not really pushing extremely hard. I'm actually pushing rather soft. A little bit more. Okay. Okay. I got this bright red and some white. I don't know what to tell you. All right, I'm gonna wash some brushes.
Yeah, 3 brushes to wash, so bear with me. You love it. You know what? I'm gonna break my other rule. Oops. Man, that gets runny. Actually looks pretty cool. It's like pink. But you know why I'm doing this? Oh my god. I'm gonna use up all this color. In kind of a dash to the finish.
Kind of way. But I don't really care, to be perfectly honest with you. This is my paint studio, my YouTube channel, and my mess to clean up. Let's find some sucker to do it for me. Doubtful. But you never know. Comment down below if you want me to find a sucker to clean up my messes for me. This is just growing and evolving. Maybe devolving is the better term. I think devolving is the better term. All right, brush down. More importantly, palette down. Okay. Make sure this is dry. It's going to be reflection time again. It's reflection time in the winter. That looks good. That's done. Get rid of some of this thing. Reflection time in the winter. Oof. That's why you got to clean your brush. At least get the excess paint off it. Since there's thin paint on this and everything's kind of rushed and a mess, kind of call that make it up as you go painting. I'm going to switch to a 2-inch brush just to blend these for you. And don't be surprised if you find this at the town dump. And don't be surprised if I spend the next 3 hours cleaning this paint studio. But once again, thanks for watching. And maybe I'll just stick to showing off my new cute puppy. It's a lot easier. I'm going to leave you with everyone's favorite. The etched in water lines. And I'm gone. You never see me again? You know I've been watching Netflix. All right. I don't know. Thanks, guys. Peace.